I've had a lot of challenges and like learned a lot of lessons ever since I began. But I think the biggest one so far, even with the Kenakona Dance Center, is figuring out or trying to figure out how to stay true to myself and the vision while also being relatable, because things are evolving. And you know, there's one thing's trending this time, the next thing it's something else. So it's like you want to still be relatable, but you still want to be able to stick to your vision and the goal. So trying to figure all that out has been something that has been challenging. But we live and we learn. We're learning each day. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. And yeah, we live and we learn. I look up to Galen Hooks. She's a dancer, a creative, a dance director, a dance filmmaker. All things dance, a dance choreographer, dance teacher, yeah, all of them. I look up to her because her style is so different, and I think I resonate with that more. It's commercial, but it's still different, and it has like a minimalist vibe, which I really like. I'm like, it's just, yeah, I love it. My dreams are huge. Your dreams should be huge also. In the next 10 years, I see the Kenakona Dance Center having its own physical location, fully equipped and running successfully, being a source of inspiration for dancers and even for non-dancers to just come and have a good time, you know, take a dance class for the fun of it. Personally, my dream is I see myself thriving in the dance industry, locally, internationally. I don't know what exactly that looks like, but I know I'm gonna be thriving and living life large. I would like to say that I take many classes to keep me on my toes, but that's not the case. I take a couple of classes when I can, but what has definitely kept me in check and on my toes is teaching. Because I teach weekly, I teach regularly, I have to come up with new content every time. I have to come up with new routines, so that keeps me in check. I think where we go wrong as millennials, first and foremost, is believing, because I mentioned earlier that the community tells us, you know, you can't really do that, or you can't pursue makeup as a full-time career, you can't do dance, you can't do music, you can't do things like that. So I feel like where we go wrong is first believing them, because that's not true. I feel like we should be able to break out of that and do what it is we like regardless. And what I would say to people who would want to follow in the path, it takes time, it takes consistency, and it's gonna be hard because sometimes people are with you, sometimes people aren't, just because life. And yeah, stick to it, keep doing it. As long as you remember your why, I feel like that's enough to keep you going. Social media has been a huge help in marketing, because that's where I started. That's the first place I created a poster and I'm like, I'm starting dance classes. That's the place I was like, I'm gonna, you can't really go and post on, in town, on the streets, somewhere on some walls. You really can't do that these days. And everyone is on their phones. Everyone is looking at what's new, what's in, who's doing this, who's doing what, all that stuff. So definitely social media has been of help. And like I mentioned, when I started the Kenakona Dance Center, I like to say we because a bunch of people were helping me out. But when we started it, it was completely virtual. So for me to get people from the UK, people from the States, people from Germany, it was all because of social media. There's no way any of these people would have known, and I don't know them personally. I came to I came to meet them in class on a Zoom call. So that's really cool. My favorite social media platform is Instagram, just because that's what I'm more conversant with. I tried TikTok. Hey, yeah, Instagram is it for me. To say I love you. Encourage the people who are trying to do things that are different, because I feel like it starts from there. I know the economy is tricky and all those things, so maybe we can ask for certain things. But I feel like just as a dancer, it's so hard. It's tough. The industry it's tough. It's tough on your mental health. So I feel like for the community, I would just say support a dancer in whichever way you can do that.